Scout. You better move.
六一啊，过来，来好宝贝。哎呀，我操，疯了我。
Hey, come here, Doug. You got a good hold over?
Yeah.
Come at me like I was some criminal. Do you know how that made me feel? To walk into a police station in my life.
Hello everyone. Thank you for being here today. I'm excited to share a heartwarming story with you titled, Breakfast Time with My Furry Family. If you enjoy this video, please consider liking and subscribing to my channel. Of course, if it's not your style, feel free to skip it, no hard feelings. Now, let's begin the story. Every household has its own morning routine, but mine doesn't involve alarm clocks, coffee machines, or exercise mats. Instead, it begins with the faint sound of tiny squeaks coming from under the couch. As the sun rises and light streams through the curtains, my cat, whom I lovingly call the Queen Mother, stretches lazily, yawns with regal grace, and gets to work on her most important daily mission, feeding her adorable, ever-hungry army of kittens. The sight is always a mixture of chaos and comedy. Imagine 5 fluffy little balls of fur, all with impossibly shiny coats, tumbling over each other as if breakfast were a competitive sport. They squeak, meow, and paw at their mother with the urgency of professional athletes about to miss the biggest match of their lives. Meanwhile, the Queen Mother looks around with a face that seems to say, "Yes, I am the sole provider of milk in this kingdom. Please form an orderly line." Of course, none of them ever listen. What makes the scene even funnier is how sleek and shiny their coats look. Even though they spend most of their time rolling on the floor, climbing curtains, or sticking their noses where they don't belong, their fur gleams like polished silk, as if they have a secret spa appointment every night while I'm asleep. I can't help but envy them. After all, I buy expensive shampoo and still don't shine half as much as those mischievous kittens. Once breakfast officially begins, the living room transforms into something like a circus. One kitten tries to push its sibling aside with an audacious little headbutt, another tumbles over backward, and the smallest one squeals dramatically, as if the world is ending because it didn't get the best seat at the milk buffet. Their mother, unfazed, lies there with saintly patience, though occasionally she gives them a gentle nudge as if to say, "Mind your manners, children." I sit nearby, sipping my tea, utterly entertained. Watching them is better than any morning TV show. There's always a plot twist. For example, one kitten might suddenly decide that mom's tail is more interesting than food and pounce on it with great enthusiasm. Another might finish eating and immediately start grooming itself with exaggerated seriousness, like a tiny fashion model preparing for a runway show. I swear, if these kittens had access to social media, they'd be influencers by now, flaunting their glossy fur and charming clumsiness to millions of fans. The funniest part is when they finish eating. Instead of peacefully drifting off to sleep like polite babies, they zoom around the room as though breakfast was actually a double espresso. They dash across the carpet, climb onto furniture they have no business being on, and occasionally crash into each other with the grace of bumper cars. Their mother simply sighs, curls herself into a ball, and pretends she doesn't see the madness she helped create. That, I think, is the ultimate mom strategy, selective blindness. And yet, even in their chaos, there's something heart-meltingly adorable about the way they move together. Their fur glistens in the sunlight, soft and flawless, as if chaos itself can't touch them. It's almost unfair how effortlessly cute they are. I have to remind myself that they don't need to work hard for their beauty. They were born with it. Meanwhile, I'm still struggling to find the right filter for my selfies. As I watch my cat and her kittens every morning, I realize their antics aren't just funny. They also carry little life lessons. The kittens remind me that enthusiasm is everything. They don't worry about how messy, silly, or clumsy they look. They just throw themselves into the moment with full force, whether it's drinking milk, chasing a tail, or crashing into a wall. Maybe that's something we adults should remember more often. It's okay to dive into life without overthinking every step. Their mother, on the other hand, teaches patience. She endures tiny claws, endless meows, and chaotic breakfasts with the composure of a seasoned professional. In her calm eyes, I see the quiet wisdom of someone who knows that chaos is temporary and love is forever. That's a reminder for me, too. Life may throw noisy mornings, stressful workdays, and endless to-do lists at us, but keeping calm and offering love is often the best response. And then, of course, there's the matter of their shiny coats. No matter how many messes they make, they still manage to look fabulous. I can't help but take that as a metaphor. Even when life gets messy, a little self-care, and maybe some confidence, can make us shine again. Perhaps I don't need to envy my kitten's natural beauty. I just need to remember that joy, playfulness, and love are the real things that make us glow. So every morning, I sit back and let my cats remind me how to live. Eat with gusto, play with passion, love without conditions, and don't forget to shine, even when things get messy. After all, if a group of kittens can pull it off with such grace, maybe we humans can too. Watching a mother cat patiently feeding her kittens while they scramble over one another for attention can teach us a lot about life in today's fast-paced world. The kittens, with their shiny coats and boundless energy, remind us of the importance of enthusiasm and curiosity. They don't worry about appearing clumsy or silly. Instead, they live fully in each moment, whether it's rushing for breakfast or tumbling into play. In modern life, we often hesitate, overthink, or fear mistakes, but true growth comes when we embrace the chaos and enjoy the process. The mother cat, calm amidst the frenzy, models patience and resilience, qualities we desperately need when faced with stress, deadlines, or constant digital distractions. She reminds us that sometimes the best response to overwhelming noise is simply to stay grounded and loving. Finally, the kitten's naturally shiny coats can be seen as a metaphor. Even in messy situations, self-care and confidence help us shine. In our daily lives, this means balancing hard work with rest, finding joy in small moments, and remembering that playfulness is not wasted time, but nourishment for the soul. Life may be hectic, but with patience, joy, and love, we can thrive just like this furry family.